This is the YouTube edition of my book, A Course in Miracles Workbook Nuggets, which is a study aid for the course's workbook for students. I'll begin by reading my book's commentary on today's lesson over a visual of the book's text. I'll then return with some further thoughts on the lesson, which are only included in this YouTube edition of my book. Today's lesson is part of a 10-lesson group that runs from lesson 241 through lesson 250, each of which relates to the world as understood in the course. I'll be repeating this same introduction for each of lessons 241 through 250, so you can skip past this introduction in the future if you like. Timestamps taking you directly to today's Workbook Nuggets commentary and my further comments are provided in the description below. In the section entitled What is the World, which precedes these 10 lessons, we are told that the world is false perception. In other words, it is the illusion we have made and maintain to convince ourselves that we are all separate people inhabiting a world of separate and scarce things. But all is not lost. The introduction also tells us, quote, "As sight was made to lead away from truth, it can be redirected. Sounds become the call for God, and all perception can be given a new purpose by the one whom God appointed Savior to the world." End quote. So the 10-lesson section we are now in helps us to understand why we see the world that we do and how we can escape this illusion for the beautiful reality beyond. Today's lesson from my book and my further thoughts follow. A link to the book on Amazon.com is provided below. Lesson number 241, August 29. This holy instant is salvation come. For your entire life, you have seen the world as, quotes, out there, separate from yourself. You have believed that you are a distinct body, somehow directed by a mind encased in your skull. The miracle, which the Course teaches, hence the name A Course in Miracles, is the realization that this view of the world and yourself is not true. And like those optical illusion images where you now see a goblet, but in the next moment you see two faces instead, you can have this realization at any time. You can see it now. You can see it today. The title of today's lesson is This Holy Instant is Salvation Come. Whenever salvation does come, which in the illusion will seem to be sometime in the future, it will be now, the eternal now, where we always are. And the lesson tells us when that particular now will happen. The prayer tells us the exact moment. Quote, "We have forgiven one another now, and so we come at last to you again. How glad are we to have our sanity restored to us and to remember that we all are one, end quote. So that is the moment salvation comes, when you have forgiven the world and everyone in it. That's not as hopeless as it sounds. As the lesson tells us, it can happen in a moment. All you need do is to remember who and what you are in truth. And then with the eyes of Christ, all is forgiven. That is, seen as illusion. It all dissolves as one, and all that is left is the kingdom, shining behind as it always was. In that holy instant, salvation will have come.